Hey there, welcome to the world of crypto and blockchain, where technology meets innovation every day. Here we explore projects, exchanges, and updates in a simple, engaging way that anyone can follow. Whether you're just starting or already deep in crypto, you'll always find something new to learn, discover, and get inspired by. From the latest trends to timeless fundamentals, we keep it clear, fun, and informative, making blockchain easier for everyone to understand. Lately, there's been a lot of attention around companies trying to position themselves inside the crypto market, not just by holding tokens, but by actually building entire treasury strategies around them. And one name that has been popping on my radar recently is Upexi, ticker UPXI, especially after their latest financial updates. What caught my eye is how they've basically transformed into a Solana-focused digital asset treasury company. And when you look at the numbers, it becomes clear why people are paying attention. UPXI currently holds over 2.1 million SOL, which is worth around $397 million, and they're sitting on more than $72 million in unrealized gains. Their model is very similar to what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. But here it's Solana. They earn around 7 to 8% yearly from staking, which brings in roughly $75,000 per day. And they also buy locked Solana at discounted prices, basically securing profits before the tokens are even unlocked. And the more you read their recent press releases, the more interesting it gets. They just reported record digital asset revenue this quarter, and they also announced a $50 million share repurchase program, which usually signals strong confidence from management. Plus, they've brought in some big names from both crypto and traditional finance. Their advisory board includes SL Big Brain, a well-known figure in the Solana ecosystem, and John Najarian, who's respected in market analysis circles. That combination shows how they're trying to bridge both worlds. So for anyone who follows the Solana ecosystem, Upexi is becoming an interesting ticker to watch, especially because it gives public market exposure to Solana through a regulated company. I'll leave a link in the description and pinned comment for anyone who wants to dive deeper into their reports and official filing. Alright, now let's continue with the other Solana updates, because there's a lot happening across the network. One thing we've seen lately is a massive spike in Solana's network activity. Daily active wallets, transaction volume, and on-chain interactions have all been rising consistently. This kind of movement usually shows up before major market shifts. It's the same pattern we saw before previous SOL rallies. People are active, developers are building, and liquidity is rotating back into the ecosystem. And when the chain starts getting this kind of usage, it usually leads to renewed market attention. Another big point is developer momentum. Solana continues to have one of the highest developer retention rates in crypto. New upgrades are rolling out for gaming, compression, token standards, and even new frameworks that make building on Solana much easier. This is important because developers are the ones who decide which ecosystem grows long term. If builders stay, the chain grows, and Solana is doing exactly that. Liquid staking on Solana is also gaining huge traction. Platforms like Jito, Marinade, and Blaze are receiving large inflows of SOL, pushing TVL up and reducing circulating supply. When more SOL gets locked in liquid staking, the market becomes more stable, volatility drops, and confidence grows. This is something institutions look at closely, and it's happening right now. One of the most underrated trends is the rising institutional attention around Solana. Reports from analysts, hedge funds, and market leaders are now listing Solana as one of the strongest networks heading into the next market cycle. On top of that, we're starting to see real companies, including publicly traded ones like the one I mentioned earlier, adding Solana exposure through treasury strategies. That's a major shift and something the market didn't fully expect. So overall, Solana is entering a fascinating phase. The network is active, builders are staying, liquidity is returning, and bigger players are starting to take it seriously. This mix usually leads to major momentum, but as always, stay informed, stay safe, and do your own research before investing. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which Solana project you want me to review next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.